Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be covering what is the most profitable advertising strategy in 2023 and 2024. For context, it's currently April 18th, 2023. And so the reasons I'm actually making this video, there's a few reasons. Number one is because this is extremely important for your business scaling moving forward. And as an advertising strategy, if you're an entrepreneur or a marketer, you know that the advertising and marketing space is constantly changing and evolving. And this is going to give you the best practices from what I'm seeing across my clients right now that I'm running ads for. So that's number one. Number two, for those of you watching in April of 2023, I currently have a few client spots open that I'm looking to get filled by the end of this month. And so if you have a company that you're looking to scale and you sell something high ticket, a high ticket product or a high ticket service or a high ticket coaching company of some sort, that's $5,000 bare minimum in price point or more, ideally $10,000 or $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, etc. And if this makes sense after watching this video, shoot me an email or shoot me a message on Instagram and let me know that you're interested in hopping on a call. And if I have some more spots for clients to come on, then we'll have a chat and I'll see if I can help. But in the meantime, we're going to cover this right now. So most profitable advertising strategy in 2023 and 2024. Now, again, the reason this is important is because things are changing and have been changing. All right. The cost, if you're familiar with Facebook ads or YouTube ads or any ad platform, the cost of advertising is continually going up, right? Especially on Facebook. All right. And so what that has done is that's actually knocked a lot of business owners out of the game of being able to advertise on some of these platforms, specifically Facebook in a lot of cases, right? Same thing with YouTube and other platforms, but I'm going to reference Facebook a lot in this video because most of my ad spend's on Facebook, to be clear. Okay, rising ad costs, rising CPMs, if that's what the cost of advertising is, CPMs. You can Google that. Rising CPMs crunches the business's ability to profitably acquire customers using paid ads, right? Because if it costs more money, if it costs more resources to get in front of eyeballs with your offer, with your videos, etc., to make offers, that gives you less profit margin to profit and reinvest back into ads, into scale ads, right? So it's harder to be profitable, right? This strategy is going to give you the ability to basically be profitable no matter what, and it'll actually allow you to make mistakes and improve without being knocked out of the game, okay? So I'm going to run through these key points, and just keep in mind, this isn't just about ads. I use the term advertising strategy because it is an advertising strategy, but it's not just a certain way of setting up your ad campaigns or what specific type of words to use in your ad campaigns. It's not really what I'm talking about for the most part. What I'm talking about is the entire structure of your ads, your offer, what kind of marketing funnel you're using, how you're going to sell it, how you're going to convert people, what the price point is, these types of things. It's all included in your advertising strategy. So I'm going to run through these points real quick. I'm going to work backwards because your actual ads are that's the last thing, right? Without some of these other things, your ads, I'm going to cover that last, your ads won't work if all these other things aren't right. All right, so the first thing is your actual offer, the price point, what you're actually selling, okay? So the most profitable way to run ads is to simply sell something very high ticket. Okay, so you might sell something for $300 or $1,000 right now. I'm telling you, the easiest way to make ads profitable is to sell something high ticket because of a few reasons. Number one, the economics of your business. All right, and so I have this spreadsheet here that kind of proves this point. If you sell something high ticket, and I'm going to come back here and actually explain this in a few minutes. What this spreadsheet here explains is that the higher ticket the offer is that you're selling, the more profitable your ads will be and the easier it will be to be profitable. Okay. And so when I say like a high ticket offer, I mean $10,000 to $1 million. Yes, there's people that do sell $1 million, the $1 million offers, right? Think very high end B2B, selling to commercial property owners, like high ticket B2B stuff. Think, selling real estate at a very, very high level, selling, solar at a very, very high level to commercial buildings, right? Those are more on the high end. Some other examples would be like audio visual like solutions. That's really high ticket B2B. There's a bunch of things, right? So anything, $10,000 up to $1 million, it could be even more than that. That's kind of the range I'm talking about. If you're above $10,000, you're going to be at a good spot. Okay. So the economics of the business, the economics of the offer make it easier to actually profit. Okay. Because if it's just as hard to sell something for $10,000 as it is to sell something for $2,000, right? But if it costs $1,500 to get a paying customer, which one's more profitable, right? Obviously the $10,000 offer, the $10,000 product, okay? If it takes $1,500 in ad spend to acquire a customer at $2,000 or $2,500, you're only making a $500 or $1,000 margin if your offer is 100% of a profit margin. And that's not even considering the fact that you're going to have to pay a commission-only sales team. You're going to have to pay a percent commission, most likely, to a salesperson on your team, right? So the economics are really important. You need to have enough margin to play with to actually acquire a customer. If you're actually expecting to have a cash-on-cash return on ad spend in a 30-day window of time, right? You pay $1 in ad spend, you get X amount of dollars back, right? If you want that to happen, you have to have enough margin to make that happen on your product, okay? Like I said, higher margin, let me make this a little bit closer. The higher margin helps you fight against rising ad costs, right? And so I'm not gonna reiterate that, I just explained that. That's the first thing, high ticket offer, $10,000 to $1 million price point. You want your offer to be a direct offer for people that have money, okay? So it's much easier to sell a $20,000, real estate mastermind or, a $50,000 B2B solution to a business that has a bunch of cash on hand. It's much easier to do that than to sell, a $5,000 program to someone who doesn't have that much money, right? Because they're holding their cash much harder and they don't have as much cash to spend. So it's harder to make that sale, right? Your close rate will be lower. Your show rate to those booked calls, if you're getting calls booked with a sales team, your show up rate's going to be lower because people are going to know, oh, I don't want to spend money. Right? So what I'm saying is having a very direct, tangible offer like a B2B sales, or excuse me, a B2B, solution of some sort, or some kind of software that helps people solve a direct problem, right? These types of offers, if you're selling them to people who are affluent with money, who aren't holding on to their money so tight and they actually have money, those are much easier offers to sell. A couple examples would be 0% business funding offers. That's a good offer. Some type of investment offer for people that want to, that have a lot of liquid cash that they want to invest into something, but they don't know what to invest in, right? Those are people with money, okay? You want to have an offer that stands in the flow of money. And you want your offer to be a direct offer, meaning when I say a direct offer, I mean it's very, very clear about what you do, right? Being a transformational coach who helps people with life coaching to, help them become their best self, that's not a direct offer. That's hard to understand. It's not very clear what that is, right? But if you have a B2B offer where you're helping, a specific type of company increase sales by 30% using this specific mechanism, that's a very direct offer. It's very specific. It's like, oh yeah, well, it's obvious that I'm going to spend 20 grand on that solution to make 100 grand back, obviously, right? So those are easier offers to close on, okay? Which will make the whole thing, it lubricates the sales process when you have a frictionless offer like that, okay? Moving on. You're going to want to close deals using a commission-only sales team, okay? And so what that means is, and I'm sure some of you watching this already are aware of this, but commission-only sales team basically means that, you're driving traffic, like you're getting inbound leads, you have leads in your CRM or a spreadsheet, and you have a sales team who is only getting paid when they make you money, right? So for example, let's say that you're selling a $50,000 offer, okay? And let's say on average, you collect 15 grand up front as a deposit, right? And then there's some sort of payment plan. Okay. And let's say that you are paying your salespeople a commission of 15% of cash collected revenue, which is what I recommend you do. Okay. That they'll be paid 15% of that initial $15,000 that hit the bank account. Okay. Because you want to incentivize your salespeople based on cash collected in the bank account, not revenue, not money that's going to be collected at some point, but you're paying them on money that hits the bank account, right? So you pay them 15% on that first 15K. And let's say the next month they pay another 10K. They get 15% of that 10K when it transacts and hits the bank account. And then the next 10K, another 15% from that. Okay. This is the most efficient way to run a sales team. This is the most efficient way to close deals for these high ticket products, services, etc. Okay. Because at the end of the day, it incentivizes your salespeople to collect cash, which is what you need to actually reinvest back into the ads, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, and actually scale your ads. All right. And so commission-only sales team, 15% cash collected commission. The more you collect up front, the better, right? If you're selling a $50,000 thing, if you can get $50,000 up front, that is best case scenario, because if you can collect $50,000 up front, that gives you so much more cash to then scale ads, spend more on ads. You know the drill. Cash is king when it comes to, cash flow is important. So much better to have 50K in cash collected. But yeah, if you have any questions, DM me or email me about how I recommend running a commission-only sales team. I do have a doc here I can send you guys. Some standard, best practices for how to run a high ticket sales team, commission-only sales team. I have a step-by-step advanced sales process that you can follow, basically outlining like what the steps are to efficiently close deals from paid ads with your sales team, how to incentivize speed to contact and leads fast. I have some sales trainings on here. I've had a lot of reps in the high ticket sales game when it comes to this stuff, because I've been forced to, because I'm a marketer, right? My clients need to have a well-run sales team to profit, a lot on ads. So anyway, if you want that doc, let me know. Moving on. So the marketing funnel you want to use is a call booking funnel. I'm sure a lot of you know what that is. I'm going to reiterate the importance of it. A call booking funnel can come in a few different forms. I'm going to show you a few different examples right now, but essentially a call booking funnel is when you're driving, when people click on one of your ads, you're sending them to a page, you're sending them to a marketing funnel, a series of pages where you're giving them information on what your company does and how they can solve that person's problem, and you're having that person, that page viewer, you're having them fill out a lead form of some sort, and then you're going to have them actually go ahead and schedule a sales appointment with one of your sales reps, or you, if you don't have a sales team yet. They're gonna book a call with you or one of your team members for tomorrow, or a day or 2 days from now, or 3 days from now this week, to hop on a phone call, or to hop on an actual Zoom call like this to run through a demo of the solution, the product, etc. Okay. Now I have another SOP here. If you want this one, I may have sent this to some of you already. I call this the reverse call funnel. This is one example of a call booking funnel that you can set up. This is just kind of an SOP of how to set it up. I also have a free template that you can use using ClickFunnels, so that you don't have to build it from scratch. It's a very simple funnel setup. Let me show you an example. Okay. An example would look like this. Show you a few examples. So this one. Okay, a few examples here. So traffic would go to this page. Okay, you're sending traffic to this page where there's a simple headline, a sales video, and then this is where they become a lead. You have a little application below. Okay, a little application below. Same thing here. Okay, headline, video explaining the offer, an application of some sort, and then this is the point where they become a lead. All right. So remember, we're sending people directly from your ads to a landing page like this. They fill out this form down here. If they're qualified, we're actually going to send them to a page that looks like this. Okay. Where they're actually going to book a call, schedule a call, a time for either a phone call or a Zoom call with you or one of your sales reps. Okay. Another way this can look, if you want to get a higher quantity of leads, you can actually do this in a way where instead of sending them to the actual landing page first with this sales video on it, you can have them click on the ad on Facebook or whatever ad platform, and you can have a little lead form pop up like this where they can answer a few questions to give you, clarity on whether they're qualified or not. And then they can give you their contact info, and then you can send them after that. Once they fill out that form, you can send them to a page that's similar to the one I just showed you, but since they already filled out that lead form on Facebook in that example, you'd send them to a page that looks like this. Same thing, headline, straight to the point sales video about the solution or about the program or how the thing that you're selling works to solve their problem. And then that call booking embed is right here. So they can scroll down here and schedule a time to speak with you or one of your sales reps. Okay. So that's a call booking funnel. Again, the whole intention with that is to get as many qualified leads and as many qualified booked appointments on for your sales reps to then call them as soon as possible. And you'll see all the instructions on this if you go and study this high ticket sales team content here. Okay, the whole point of the call booking funnel is get as many qualified leads and qualified booked sales appointments onto the calendar for your sales reps to call to confirm those sales appointments, or call them and get them booked for a sales appointment as soon as possible if they did not already self-book an appointment through that marketing funnel that I just showed you. Okay, so that's the funnel that we're going to run ads to, right? Prospect sees one of your Facebook ads or YouTube ads or whatever. They click on the link and they go through that call booking funnel, okay, to become a lead and also have the opportunity to book a call. Now, with this specifically, I'm going to put a plug for Facebook/Meta. The Facebook ad platform is still the best ad platform for offers like this. If you have a B2B offer that's high ticket, no, LinkedIn ads will not work better than Facebook ads. I have plenty of data showing that. Facebook ads is about 1/3 the cost. Remember I said the term CPM. What it's going to cost you on Facebook, it's likely to cost you 3 times as much on LinkedIn. And yes, your ideal market is on Facebook ads. Facebook, just keep in mind, also includes Instagram as well, and some other advertising placements as well. Facebook ads is, from my experience, extremely good for predicting who is supposed to be seeing your ads. Okay, and for that reason, I still to this day, it's the middle of 2023. People think Facebook ads is dead. Facebook ads is dead. Facebook ads are not dead if you're good at Facebook ads. Okay, Facebook ads are producing the best results for me and my clients right now, and which is why we spend the most on Facebook ads. Okay, now in your Facebook ads, right, for these high ticket offers that you're selling to people that have money and have a direct problem that you're going to be solving, right? It could be businessmen who struggle with dating. It could be it could be someone who has like a thyroid issue and you have a specific problem to help them solve that. It could be a specific type of business. Like one of my clients has a real estate software specifically for real estate wholesalers, right? These type of high ticket products and services and offers. Okay. In your Facebook ads, you want to use direct claim-based ads or educational-based video ads, right? So what I mean by this is you want to be very direct, right? If I'm selling to real estate wholesalers, I want to be very direct and call them out in the ad. And I want to say, hey, if you're a real estate wholesaler, and then you would basically introduce your claim, right? If you're a real estate wholesaler, this specific product, or you would name it, or you would say this specific app or this specific thing in my hand will actually help you profit 25 to 32% more per deal guaranteed. And here's how it works, right? And so that's a very direct claim-based video, right? So it's super clear about what your product does, and it's super clear that the people that you're calling out should click that ad because it will benefit them. Because who wouldn't want to make 25 to 32% more profit in their business? No one would not want that, okay? So that's what I meant by using a direct claim-based ad. It's educational-based videos also work really well. And what I mean by educational-based videos, that would mean you are coming on a video like this and giving education, giving value, just like I am in this video, right? And so same thing for the same market. I could say, hey, if you're a real estate wholesaler, I'm going to show you in this video how you can increase your fees or increase your profitability per deal by 25 to 32%. Okay, so if you want that, watch this video, right? And so that's the same. It's the same outcome. It's the same, almost the same claim. You're just taking more of an educational, value-driven approach versus more of just like making a claim. Both work really well. You're going to want to test them out. I will say this: getting on video like this and just giving value to the right person who's supposed to be buying your product is a great way to build up goodwill in the market and build up trust between the person that just stumbled upon your ad and you. So if you just give a ton of value in your ad and then give them a call to action to click on the link if they want to learn some more about your product or your program or whatever, if you've given them real value in that ad, in that video ad, they're going to be like, wow, this person just totally helped me out. This person knows some stuff that I need. I'm going to click this ad because I want to know more info on this because I need help with this, right? And so those are the types of ads that I recommend if you have a high ticket offer like what I'm articulating here. Moving on. You're going to want to use broad targeting. When I say broad targeting, I either mean literally no targeting at all. Like if you're targeting, businesses in the United States of America, you literally would not target anyone other than like the United States of America, right? And the reason why this works so well in 2023 and 2024 is because the way Facebook actually targets people nowadays is not using is not by who you target, in your actual targeting settings. Facebook actually targets people based on what's coming out of your mouth. What are you saying, right? So if you, which is why I use that real estate wholesaler example, because if you say, hey, if you're a real estate wholesaler and you want XYZ, Facebook's only going to show, well, Facebook won't only show, but Facebook is going to go find the people that resonate with that, right? It's going to find real estate wholesalers who are looking for XYZ. Okay, so Facebook finds people to show your ad to who make sense based on what the actual ad copy is, what's the message in the ad, etc. Okay, so you want to use broad targeting. You don't have to go completely broad, like I said, but you want to test different broad targeting options. And so I'm not going to go too deep into that, but generally speaking, use broad targeting in 2023, 2024. Your ads will work better. Which leads me to my next point. Focus most of your effort on testing different types of videos with different ad angles. When I say ad angles, I mean ad messages. Okay. Since broad targeting is working better and testing a bunch of different audiences is not helping anymore, not nearly as much as it used to back in the day, you should put most of your effort on testing different things that you're saying in the video. So like testing different education style videos, testing different claims in your videos. For example, I would want to test, hey, if you are dealing with pain in your thyroid, I don't know, pain in your thyroid, this one thing will help reduce that in the next 30 days. It will actually help you get rid of it over the next 12 months. That would be a claim. Right? I can test that against, I can also test, did you know that 8% of people in the United States are dealing with thyroid pain right now? If you didn't know that, then here's something that you can do right now to fix it if that's you, right? Those are two different angles that you want to test in your ads. Okay? So that's what you should focus on. What are you saying in your ads? What you're saying in your video ads. You're going to want to send people directly to apply and then book a call, just like I showed you. Okay, I went over this already. Make the funnel simple, make it direct, give them a sales video to watch. with all the details of the offer so that they can understand what they're actually applying for, and you want to send them directly there from your ads. Okay, last thing, the call to action to use for this funnel. It's very straight to the point. After you say everything that you said in your ad, your call to action at the end of the ad, you want to make it very, very clear, and you want to make it like this. Okay, I'm going to read it out loud right now. You're going to say, so if that sounds like you and you're interested, I put together a quick video on the next page explaining all the details of how this works. Just click the link on this video to watch now. Okay, it's very, very clear. It's easy to understand. Remember, guys, like, you have to be very clear about what you're saying so that people know what to do. You have to treat most people, when you're doing ads, you have to treat the people watching the video as if they're dumb, because if you're not very, very clear with people, they might get confused, especially if they're an older demographic or if they're not tech savvy. You get the point. Okay, so use that specific call to action. It works every single time. Just copy it, use it, and then they'll know that, oh, I have to watch the video on the next page. So it's very, very clear. Okay, guys, I hope this video was helpful. This is definitely the most profitable advertising strategy in 2023, 2024. My clients are not perfect, but since we use this, we are profitable, and which is kind of the whole point, right? As you're iterating and improving your sales team's process, and you're iterating on what messages you're using in your ads, like what your claims are, like you're figuring out what people actually care about, what messages in your ads people will respond well to. This gives you the ability to be profitable on the cash collected revenue that you're bringing in because of the economics, because of the direct sales pitch, because of the type of buyer, because of how you're paying your salespeople and how you are incentivizing them. Okay, it's super simple for people to actually become a lead. It's super quick. There's not that much friction in the process. Okay, and the Facebook ad strategy that I just showed you is the most predictable way to actually get people to become a lead and actually book a call. Okay, and so again, I hope this was helpful. Like I said in the beginning of this video, if you are, the owner or a director of some sort of a company that sells something high ticket for ideally $10,000 or more, and you're looking to scale up and you want someone, piloting the plane, if you will, that actually knows what they're doing and actually is doing this in real time at a very, very, very high level, I'd love to hop on a call with you and run through some numbers and kind of share how we can do this. I have this economic model that I referenced earlier. Basically, this is something that we can go through on a call. If we hop on a call, this kind of just predicts how much cash collected, profit in general, and how much revenue would be generated. I'll run through an example right now real quick. If your cost per booked call is $80, for example, and let's say that you spent, let's actually make that a little higher. Let's say that your cost per qualified booked call is $100, and let's say that you spent $20,000 in ad spend in a month. And let's say your show rate was a conservative 50%. We'll keep it low. And let's say your close rate is 20% for your closers. Okay. And then let's say that you're selling a $20,000 thing. And ideally we collect all that up front. So let's just say that we collect all that up front. Okay. If we spent $20,000 in ad spend, we would have collected $400,000. That would be 20 deals closed in that month. You'd collect $400,000 in cash collected revenue. Okay. Let's actually put this at 0. Okay. If your sales commission to your sales team was 15% of cash collected, okay, you'd pay out your sales team $60,000 in that month. Okay. And your net profit in cash collected revenue, right, after your ad spend, cash collected minus your ad spend minus your sales team's commissions, you'd make $320,000 cash collected net profit. Okay, net profit of 80%. Obviously, different business models, you'll have to, add in cost of goods sold and stuff like that, but this is an example of the metrics. Okay, your cost of acquiring, your customer acquisition cost based on ad spend, in this case would be $1,000 per unit. Your customer acquisition cost based on your sales team would be $3,000. Your total customer acquisition cost here would be $4,000. So this is kind of how you track and kind of predict. I hope this basically shows you why having a high ticket offer is so important. Okay. So anyway, let's hop on a call. If that's you, we can run through some numbers like this and see if it's a good fit for me to help you guys with this. Okay. So reach out to me via email or Instagram at @TheNickMullen if you have any questions, and we'll chat soon.